Opening the door to the era of decentralized data that can be achieved with Web3. Hello, I'm Unju Lee, a TVCC announcer who will host the K-pop and Filecoin Day in Korea.
Hello, I'm Timo from Secure Finance and would be co-hosting the event today.
네, 시작에 앞서서 본 행사는 영어로 진행될 예정이고요. 발표에 대한 자세한 내용은 향후 TVCC 유튜브 채널을 통해서 한글 자막을 포함해서 업로드될 예정입니다.
I'm so happy to attend such a big event today. A guest from Filecoin Foundation is here to celebrate these events.
네, 바로 Filecoin Foundation의 파운딩 오피서 그리고 다이렉터인 클라라 차오를 모시도록 하겠습니다. 큰 박수로 모실게요.
Good morning, friends of Filecoin. Welcome to the first in real life gathering of the Filecoin community here in Korea. And thank you to our community partner from Orbit, Secure Finance, for bringing together this incredible event and incredible crowd. I am Clara Cao, the founding officer of the Filecoin Foundation. And I am so excited to have all of you guys here with us today. Looking around the room, even though you guys are in the dark, hard to see, I see storage providers from all around the area, as well as notaries, participants in the Filecoin ecosystem that we've met at ETH Seoul, Builder Asia, and also our Metaverse event last night. I also see some researchers gathering insight around the health of our ecosystem, and also investors, as well as members of the media. And we could not be more excited to see all of you guys help work and strengthen the backbone of our network. I also see K-pop stars looking at new ways to innovate on Web3 with NFTs, Metaverse, and beyond, using our technology as the underpinning. And we're so excited to be on this movement with all of you today. I wanted to start off by talking about IPFS and Filecoin and how it's changing the way the internet is built. IPFS lets you create an immutable reference to your content, regardless of where your content lives. And Filecoin is a perfect complement as a highly resilient decentralized network aiming at storing internet-scale data at hyper-competitive prices. In fact, last time I checked, we're around 1/100th the cost of AWS. Today, IPFS and Filecoin are laying the groundwork for Web3, and it's the only storage solution that is built to scale with the metaverse. But first, I want to talk about the Filecoin Foundation. The Filecoin Foundation is one of a team of nearly 60 people around the world and one of many groups in the Filecoin ecosystem, making Filecoin the go-to source of decentralized storage. Not just only in the world, but also in the universe. We actually recently launched a partnership with Lockheed Martin to bring IPFS to space. And we are not doing this alone. Today we have a lot of large-scale programs to support new app developers, engaging over 10,000 developers through hackathons, awarding more than 230 developer grants in just the last 12 months alone. And thanks to a bunch of partner accelerators, we're helping teams transform and build their experiments using Filecoin or IPFS into high-impact businesses. We've graduated tons of teams in 2021, and we're set to graduate over 100 by the end of this year. We're also seeing such incredible developer traction through GitHub contributors, forks, and other developer metrics. In fact, Filecoin is one of the top 5 most actively developed blockchain protocols in all of Web3. And how are startups using Filecoin today, and what are they building? Well, apps like Audius, for everyone here that is a music fan, is a decentralized streaming platform built for musicians, and not just the ones signed to big labels. Audius actually recently landed a deal with TikTok to let artists upload their music to TikTok to be used in videos, and this is all done using IPFS. We also have apps like Huddle, which is a decentralized video streaming platform that are opening up new ways in rural areas to people who don't have strong internet connectivity to do video conferencing. We also have partners like Numbers Protocol that are building a decentralized photo network that gives unique content identifiers to each photo uploaded to the firework and to the network, and also guards against important things like online disinformation and content manipulation. We also have partners like Slate, which makes it so easy to upload and store data on Filecoin that is similar to a traditional Web 2 tool like Dropbox or Google Drive. And this is also something that we're seeing a lot of interest from creators to use. And finally, our hosts here today, Secure Finance, they are an interbank grade financial transaction platform with automatic collateral management and market-to-market mechanisms. And they're such important partners of ours across the ecosystem. I also wanted to share an announcement that is so exciting that we're sharing more later this year, Filecoin Virtual Machine, which is bringing to life decentralized storage with smart contracts capability. Filecoin Virtual Machine actually unlocks all kinds of possibilities on Filecoin, from programmable storage primitives to cross-chain interoperability, to bridges to other protocols across Solana, Ethereum, and also Near. And if you stick around, you'll also hear a little bit from other speakers today about FVM. I also wanted to share some network stats as of this month. So today, like I mentioned before, we have over 4,000 storage providers around the world contributing storage capacity to the Filecoin network. In fact, our storage capacity has grown up to 18 exabytes of storage. That's over 1% of total cloud storage capacity globally. And for context, that's large enough to actually load 4 billion 1020 pixel movies, 1,600 Netflix archives, and also 65,000 copies of Wikipedia. Today, the network also hosts nearly 140 petabytes of data and is actually set to host more than 3.4 million deals and growing. But that's just a sneak peek of our updates. So what exactly are people storing on Filecoin? Well, we have today 80 million copies of NFTs that are stored on Ipfs and Filecoin. So if you use services like OpenSea, Rarible, you're already using Filecoin for NFTs as your backbone. We're also working with some incredible clients like Starling Lab. Starling Lab is led by Jonathan Doughton, who is on a mission on the front lines to preserve vital records and tell difficult stories to advance human rights. And this is being done in incidents like partnerships with the USC Shoah Foundation to upload over 55,000 genocide survivor testimonials. We have also been recently working with the government of Ukraine and a number of groups there to archive a number of horrific testimonials happening right now with the war there. Governments are also in on this action. This past winter, we announced a plan to store and maintain New York City's open data on the decentralized web for the next 5 years. This project actually allows New York City at no cost to explore decentralized technology and how it can be an asset to the city to improve government operations. We also are working on a mission to preserve humanity's most important information, starting with the web, and that is in partnership with our friends at the Internet Archive. The Internet Archive has been documenting copies of the web for years and years, but we have been working with them to import massive data sets, enabling researchers and public interest groups to retrospectively analyze data after a change of administrations, after a change of all kinds of things that you see on the web that disappear. We're also starting to see a number of interests in the use of decentralized technology and content addressing in the movement of assets in places such as the metaverse. In fact, Filecoin is the only network that is built to scale with the metaverse. And storage needs are actually expanding exponentially thanks to AR and VR. And also, we are one of the best systems capable of handling data sets, small to large, with us being a great solution. With clients, stored data, community members, and storage providers growing each day, we also have a number of needs from the Filecoin community in governance. And we have tons of protocol changes we've done with community members like yourself that has been debated by the community. In fact, we have 30 of these kind of Filecoin improvement proposals, or FIPS, that are done and can be contributed by anyone in the community. And these aren't simple changes. Many of these proposals can include proposals for technologies on the cutting edge of Web3 world, from novel zero knowledge proof constructions to creations and deployment on FEM. We're also committed to building networks that are strong, secure, and sustainable. And we want to be at the forefront of the environmental movement and change among the crypto community. And so one of our initiatives, Filecoin Green, actually seeks to make the blockchain carbon neutral, and in time, carbon negative. And most importantly, we hope that we can also inspire others to come along with us for this journey. The Filecoin community, thanks to all of you guys being part of it, has accomplished so much in the last 22 months since mainnet launch, and we're just getting started. We can't wait to hear not only from our speakers today, but also what you guys are all working on, what you're building on Filecoin, how you're leveraging decentralized storage, what you hope to see in the upcoming months, and also what you need to get there. We're here to help. Like I mentioned earlier, we've given over 230 developer grants and tons of funding to the community, to builders like yourself to continue building. So thanks again for being with us today and also this week. The rest of this week is going to be epic. We're going to have our largest storage provider meetup in Seoul tomorrow, and I hope to see many of you there. And now I will turn it back to June to announce our next speaker. Thank you so much, everyone.
Yeah, so my next presentation is a short presentation about K Entertainment and Filecoin. So the title is K-pop and Filecoin Day, so you may not familiar with, or you don't understand why is it K-pop and Filecoin Day. So I would like to explain what is the connection between K Entertainment and the Filecoin. So it is outlook to the collaboration of K Media and the Filecoin Storage Network. So my name is Timo from Secure Finance, and I'm also working for the Filecoin Orbit as an ambassador. So first, let's take a look at who is joining this event. So I'm managing the all registration and guest list. So actually, we got 250 application, and we approved 150. So if you see the screen, we have researchers, developer, media, storage providers, business development, and investors, and others. I don't know who is in this category, but you can see the 2.3% of researchers and different categories. So in this venue today, we have many people from most different area, and I welcome you everyone. 네, 여기에 보시면 우리가 이번 행사에 참가한 분들의 분포도를 볼 수가 있는데요. 저희가 250개의 등록을 받았고요. 그러고 그 시간 순서대로 150개 등록을 허락했습니다. 그래서 여기 연구원 2.3%, 개발자, 미디어, 스토리지 프로바이더, 비즈니스, 인베스터, 투자자, 그러고 아들, 다른 유형의 카테고리가 이렇게 분포도를 볼 수가 있고요. What is K contents? What is K movies? So you may familiar with Parasite, 기생충, and Minari 2020, and 승리호, Space Rappers. So these kind of movies, they won the best Oscar and Cannes Film Festival's prize. So we know the power of K contents and K movies. So what is connection with Filecoin? Let's see the next page. And we also know that, so I think most of them is watching the Netflix, right? Kingdom opened, it is global OTT platform Netflix drama, and it's opened the K zombie craze and Squid Games. So Who knows Squid Games? 어징어 게임 아시는 분 손 들어주시면 감사하겠습니다. 다 아실 거예요. 네, 적게나 많게나. And Hellbound, 지옥. And BTS. Who knows BTS? Everyone. BTS 아시는 분 손 들어주세요. Yeah. BTS 모르면 안 되죠. 네. BTS는 정말 너무도 많은 상을 받았죠. BTS they won too many prizes. I couldn't count. So many. And back to 2016 or 2017, Juan Bennett, his talk at Stanford University, he is using the case of Gangnam Style. I think everyone knows Gangnam Style. So the centralized service providers or centralized servers, the issue of centralized servers, the Gangnam Style is clicked more than 2 billion on YouTube. So every time you click the YouTube video, and it will query the data from the centralized server. So Juan is talking about how IPFS can use to be a decentralized file system, file storage, and to save the bandwidth and save the storage. And everyone, we faced the COVID pandemic back to 2020. Global entertainment industry was influenced by the COVID-19. So here's some data. So if you see the tickets sold, and we also know the Cirque du Soleil, 태양의 서커스, they applied for the bankruptcy during the COVID pandemic. But we have alternative solution for the entertainment, right? So we have, we can use the online concert and the virtual reality, augmented reality, mixed reality. We call it XR technology, extended reality technology. So everything, the K contents or data should be delivered on the internet or queried. We need a server or storage system. So I would like to say Filecoin can be the storage for the K-drama, K-contents, K-entertainment. And why Filecoin? Why Filecoin is capable to be this solution? So let's see the current status of Filecoin, the capacity, data onboarding, and the retrievability, programmability, and computing. During the interview with Juan Bennett, he also mentioned these solutions in the Filecoin. So Filecoin currently has the biggest decentralized storage network in the world, and the developers is working on the retrievability and the FVM and the computing. So today we have developer advocates and some developers from Protocol Labs and Filecoin to talk about this stuff. 네, 파일코인이 어떻게 K 콘텐츠와 K 드라마 그리고 한류에 연결이 될 수 있을까? 그거를 제가 많이 고민해 봤을 때 이제 드라마 산업이 K 콘텐츠 산업이 영화 산업이 다 온라인으로 전환되고 가상현실, 증강현실 이런 쪽으로 전환되고 있는데 파일코인은 현재 세계에서 제일 큰 분산형 탈중앙화 스토리지를 가지고 있고요. 현재 지금 또 검색 시장 그리고 스마트 컨트랙트, FVM 그리고 컴퓨팅을 개발하고 있습니다. 그래서 오늘 우리가 모시게 될 프로토콜 랩스와 파일코인 파운데이션 분들이 여기에 대해서 자세히 설명을 드리길 바랍니다. 네, 그리고 저희 강연은 여기에서 끝났고요. 감사합니다.
네, 후안 베넷의 인터뷰 영상 그리고 티모의 발표까지 함께 들어봤습니다. 최근 K-팝 시장이 매우 커지고 있음에도 불구하고 이 K-팝 데이터 시장은 여전히 소수의 거대 기업들에 의해서 독과점으로 움직이고 있는데요. 이러한 문제점을 해결하기 위한 대안으로 바로 웹3가 언급되고 있다는 설명이었습니다. Moving on, Aidan Lee, CEO of TVCC, is here to take the place. As the CEO of Blockchain Media, he will share his experience about how he got into Filecoin ecosystem. Let's check it out on the screen first.
TVCC는 2018년 블록체인 미디어로 설립되었습니다. 우리는 블록체인 기술과 관련된 뉴스를 전달하는 매체입니다. 또 우리는 엔터테인먼트와 방송 콘텐츠를 제작하는 일을 하고 있습니다. 최근에는 XR 가상현실 콘서트 기술도 도입해서 더 큰 데이터를 다루고 있습니다. 2019년 여름 우리 팀은 중국의 대형 IDC 센터를 취재하기 위해 방문하게 됩니다. 그리고 그곳에서 Ipfs and Filecoin 기술 설명회를 듣게 됩니다. 우리는 직업의 특성상 많은 데이터를 저장해야 합니다. 4K, 8K 같은 고해상도 촬영물을 편집하고 장기간 저장해야 하는 일을 하고 있습니다. 당시에는 외장하드나 NAS를 활용하기도 하고 오래된 것은 아깝게 지워버리기도 했습니다. Ipfs와 파일코인 기술은 우리에게 정말 필요한 기술입니다. 취재 출장을 마치고 돌아와 파일코인 백서 그리고 프로토콜 랩스와 파일코인 웹사이트 가이드를 참고하며 주변 협력사들의 도움을 받아 회사 회의실에 소형 IDC를 만들기 시작했습니다. 그렇게 학습하며 준비를 하던 중 일반 사용자들이 데이터를 저장하고 검색하는 과정에서 불편함을 알게 되었고 파일코인 기술의 상용화가 당시에는 현실적으로 멀게만 느껴졌습니다. 하여 개발팀을 만들었습니다. 열정과 실력 있는 개발자들을 선출하여 회사를 설립하였습니다. 바로 문윤수 대표님의 우주넷입니다. 목적은 Ipfs 파일코인을 이용한 실제 서비스 구축이었습니다. 파일코인 기술은 레고와 닮았다는 생각이 듭니다. 개발자가 만들어 나갈 것이 무궁무진하다는 것입니다. 먼저 쉽게 저장하는 툴이 필요했습니다. 우주넷의 개발팀은 슬레이트를 기초로 하여 마이링크라는 저장 툴을 개발하게 되었고 이것으로 업로드와 다운로드를 쉽게 가능케 했습니다. CID 값이나 URL로 표기하고 전송할 수 있게 했고 데이터들은 앞서 준비한 스토리지에 저장하고 실링되어 존재하고 필요에 의해 회수할 수 있게 되었습니다. 아직은 원시적이지만 앞으로 많은 부가 기능을 붙여 출시를 계획하고 있습니다. 여기에 채팅 기능, 자동 번역 기능, 빅데이터 전송 기능 같은 서비스를 붙여 사용자들이 쉽고 편리하게 쓸 수 있게 할 예정입니다. 그리고 우리는 CCTV를 이용해 고해상도로 장기간 저장하여 한 국가의 치안과 방범에 용이한 저장 툴을 생각해 보았습니다. 하지만 이는 폐쇄회로 즉 비공개 데이터들입니다. 그래서 PNS 클라우드의 권우성 대표님을 통해 OCTV로 계획을 변경하고 공개 가능 데이터를 실시간 저장하는 비즈니스로 목적을 바꿉니다. 현장 카메라 주변에 딜레이 서버 같은 H 컴퓨팅 장비인 우주박스를 개발했습니다. 더 많은 테스트와 개발을 통해 세상에 출시하여 상용화를 앞당기려 노력하고 있습니다. 이어 우리는 검색에 관심을 쏟기 시작했습니다. 저장한 데이터가 누구에게도 필요치 않으면 섹터 생명주기 동안 스토리지에 잠들어 있을 것입니다. 세상에 필요한 데이터, 세상 사람들이 찾아보는 데이터가 필요하고 그걸 검색할 수 있는 툴이 필요했습니다. 그래서 개발한 것이 UVP라는 미디어 플랫폼입니다. 개발팀은 이미 우리 일상의 한 부분이 된 유튜브를 참고해서 라이브 스트리밍을 먼저 실험했습니다. 그리고 여기에 K 컨텐츠를 업로드하려고 합니다. BTS, 싸이 같은 아티스트들의 영상이 업로드되면 많은 검색이 일어날 것이기에 Ipfs와 파일코인을 활용한 미디어 플랫폼을 개발하게 되었습니다. 이미 테스트를 통해 구현이 가능해졌고 시장에 출시되기 위해서는 다양한 부가기능과 디자인이 더 필요합니다. 잠시 후 이런 개발에 가장 열정을 쏟고 계시는 우주넷의 문윤수 대표님께서 좀 더 디테일한 설명을 해주실 것입니다. 우리는 여기서 멈추지 않고 세상에 필요한 파일코인 기술을 다양하게 응용하여 스토리지 프로바이더들과 협력해 지구의 스토리지망을 채우고 더 나아가 다른 행성까지 갈 수 있도록 노력할 것입니다. 오늘 발표들과 소통을 통해 파일코인 생태계 확장에 도움이 되는 시간을 가지셨으면 합니다. 감사합니다. Hi everyone, this is Aidan Lee. I'm excited to co-host today's conference and giving special thanks to Protocol Labs and the Filecoin Foundation for this opportunity. Also, it has been an honor to have you present in our event today. I'm pretty sure this event will be very productive. Today's event is valid data. Personally, I hope so that you will be very much enjoy IPFS Filecoin technology. 감사합니다. 영어로 하라고 해서 겨우 했습니다. 오늘은 저희보다 재단의 원작자분들이 오셔서 자세하게 설명해 주실 거고요. 웹사이트나 외부에 나와 있는 정보보다 더 좋은 정보들이 많이 이야기를 할 겁니다. 추후에 빨리 번역을 하고 해서 올리도록 하겠습니다. 오늘 영어로 진행하는 이유는 우리 한국의 이런 열정이 해외와 재단에 전해져 가지고 우리도 이렇게 개발하고 열심히 열의를 보인다고 해서 또 기술적인 도움을 많이 받고 싶어서이기도 하고요. 오늘 되게 많이 와주셔서 대단히 감사합니다. 오늘 되게 유익한 시간 되시기 바랍니다. 감사합니다.
네, TBCC의 CEO 대표이신 에이드리였습니다. 다시 한번 큰 박수 부탁드립니다. 네, 이 IPFS와 파일코인 기술을 이용한 서비스 구축을 위해서 이 TBCC가 국내에서 이 앞선에 서서 굉장히 많은 노력들을 하고 있는데요. 단순한 데이터 저장은 물론이고 이렇게 K-팝 콘텐츠를 통한 검색 시장 활성화를 기반으로 파일코인의 최종 목표에 더 한 발짝 다가가는 느낌입니다. Then, as mentioned in the video, Ricky Moon, CEO of 우주넷, will explain in more detail how much passion he put it into developing a tool that allows users to find the data they need. 다음으로 문윤수 대표님 모시도록 하겠습니다.
안녕하세요, 문윤수입니다. Hello everyone, I'm Ricky Moon, CEO of 우주넷. Thank you for inviting me, and it's an honor to make a presentation in front of many people who are not normally able to meet. 우주넷 is a company that researches and develops solutions that increase the value of a Web3 storage business. What is different from what I introduced before is just the English. So if you don't understand, you don't have to be confused. UVP, which I'd like to explain today, is an abbreviation for 우주넷 Universe Play. It's a large capacity video service platform that can change the UI according to the needs of the business operator. The platform aims to deliver uninterrupted service with content ultimately created, stored on Web3 storage. I'll show you a brief introduction of the company and a UVP-related configuration and registration screen, service screen, and explain how we are planning to connect with the Filecoin. Also, I'll briefly mention what kind of solutions we are currently developing besides UVP. 우주넷 was established in November 2020, about 2 years ago. We also operate IDC for Filecoin SP, but it's a very small part of our role and research and development of solution and service, mainly related to Web3 storage is the main mission, and our work. Last year, we developed a web-hard solution called MyLink Plus, which stores data online in a miner designated, and developed UVP simultaneously with Uju Storage, and started a pilot service in the first half of this year. In addition, this year, we developed an early model that works with Web3 type CCTV solution. Someone calls OCTV, and existing Uju Storage and stores video data in designated SP. In the third quarter, we will complete research and development that will link the API of Uju Storage with other service platforms. If a full service implementation is achieved after many tests, data from numerous service platforms can be automatically stored on the SP in the future. UVP is a video service platform that initially targets global K-pop performance, and it's linked to CDN of existing IDC. We wanted to create a service platform that was cheaper and better quality. The generated contents are designed to be stored in the Filecoin SP. Content acquisition or service will be collaborated with other service providers of different capabilities from ours. Initially, servers are running on traditional IDC, not on Filecoin IDC, due to reliability and server scalability caused by increased users. The relationship between this service platform and Filecoin will be explained later in a brief roadmap page. Our platform is modularized by function, taking into account changes and scalability. In addition, service runs regardless of the type of device through the API provided by the platform. This screen is configuration diagram of the platform. It consists of many servers. Content management servers and management function servers, and the cloud platform performs streaming video server and CDN function. Especially CDN function is performing in the existing IDC. It's divided into service operation and content management. And this one, data analysis, means we collect data like the existing cloud. We also use both big data and AI performance. Service management system. This is users who upload videos can manage subscribers, video, live, and channels. Users who want to upload videos are permitted by company policy. Once content censorship and other issues are resolved, any individual can be free to post videos. This is the video registration page. You can see the page, and anyone can upload a file. A list of features similar to YouTube. This one is a live registration page. There is a separate detailed manual, so it won't be too difficult to use. This is service screen. The live schedule appears at the top, and the VOD channels appears at the bottom. Depending on your preference, you can also store VOD in your personal box. And also, you can type play.uju.io. You can see how to work this page. It's a real screen. And to revitalize your business and platform, we need to expand our relationship with more content partners than we do now. The direction of enlargement of the system portion of the VP is also a tentative roadmap. Initially, it was designed to store data manually on Filecoin, and later, after deploying SP for storage in the cloud or required service servers in collaborative SP, file will be stored in several miners through the Uju Storage API. Our plan is to build streaming servers and other service servers, except CDN, into collaborative SP and connect Uju Storage to automatically upload the file and retrieve them as needed. More studies on Filecoin CDN still seem to be needed, but we will further study this part and link it with the technology of Protocol Labs partners or build additional IPFS nodes to implement it on our own. We need research and development more. It's a platform with the goal of creating a sample service that can be changed and used according to the purpose of the business partner, and expanding the Filecoin SP and business. Cooperation such as service planning and customization development is needed with the partners that want service. There are solutions developed to store files generated by service platforms such as UVP in SP. MyLink Plus allows files to be uploaded and shared in a browser environment without login procedures and can be stored in a Filecoin. Files can be copied from URL and saved from any device through URL open. Uji storage is implemented similarly to traditional web path solutions like login procedure, something like that. So if you upload the file, it automatically makes deal and saved to the SP. Also, it can be linked to the storage of any service platforms through API, making it easier to open the Filecoin storage market. Although the development has not been completed yet, it's possible to link with NFT contents. Also, Filecoin FVM development completed, you can use Filecoin NFT instead of ERC, Polygon, like that. This is good news. Maybe some engineers will announce later. Okay. Web3 CCTV can store existing CCTV images in SP in conjunction with the above Filecoin storage solution. Transfers images through Spacebox to user storage and stores files on multiple SP. Files in user storage are automatically deleted if a Filecoin deal is successful. It's jointly developing with the PNS Cloud, a CCTV operator, and it's planning a service that is differentiated from the existing CCTV market. We are planning a service where files can be viewed and shared by anyone on the mode. It's a set that the project name OCTV was made with OpenCCTV. PNS Cloud develops web apps for CCTV-related business and service. Ujinet is cooperating in the technical area of linking SP and the files in the service group to automatically store these videos files where in the SP. Ujinet is always looking for business partners with like PNS Cloud. We will provide any partners with technology and service platforms related to Web3 storage, and we believe the business will be able to make each other successful by planning, marketing, and selling the service they need. Collaborative development is possible as needed. We are always open to business. We hope that the platform and solutions we are planning and research will quickly implement a myriad of services with subscribers and content. But in reality, IDC environments that can accommodate these service systems are one of the keys. We believe that the future that everyone wants will be opened only when we consider investing in increasing the value of Filecoins. Thank you for your attention. 감사합니다.
네, 우주넷 문윤수 대표님의 발표까지 들어봤습니다. 이 OCTV부터 UVP까지 웹3 스토리지 솔루션을 구축하기 위해서 국내에서도 더욱 이 사업을 키워가고 또 심혈을 기울이고 있는 모습 확인해 볼 수 있었는데요. This time, the founder and CEO of Token Purse will explain Web3 media, and let's hear about the relationship between media, NFT, and Filecoin by CEO 권성민. 국내를 대표하는 블록체인 이 미디어 플랫폼이죠. 토큰포스트의 권성민 대표님 모시고 이야기 들어보도록 하겠습니다. 큰 박수 부탁드립니다.
네, 안녕하세요. 토큰 포스트와 퍼블리시 프로젝트를 맡고 있는 권성민입니다. Thanks to the Filecoin Foundation for organizing this great event, and Aiden from TVCC. My name is Sunny Kwan, and I'm the founder and CEO of Token Post. It's the largest and oldest blockchain media outlet in Korea, and we are building an amazing blockchain-based journalism project called Publish. And I'm here to talk briefly about it. At Publish, we're building a decentralized blockchain-based news ecosystem. As we all know, news industry is facing an existential crisis at the moment, as we all know. Newspapers are closing down, and fake news are rampant. Public distrust in the news industry is all-time high. But the question is, can we live without news? Can we live without any whistleblower to fight corruption? Can democracy survive without newspapers? At Publish, we're trying to fix this problem. We're trying to answer these questions, and we're changing the way news is created, distributed, and consumed. We're trying to bring back trust back to the news industry by using blockchain technology to help combat fake news, increase engagement, and boost income. So let's begin. So I'm going to talk about 4 different topics today. First about Publish, then about Web 3.0, and then about NFT, and finally about IPFS. So we're a company based in South Korea, Seoul, a native project founded in 2018. We have 69 employees with 31 IT staff. Big for a startup, but we're very passionate for news. We have 3 business models. We build applications for news organizations who want to build NFT and mint their own tokens. But we also have our own token called News. It is currently traded in 2 local exchanges, in GoPax and Casherist. We have 3 patents, blockchain patents under our belt, very dedicated to IT development and our business mission. Read and earn, just like play to earn, is our motto. Readers can read news and earn money. We have some key B2B, business-to-business solutions for news businesses like PublishSoft, Link, ID, and Mint. So generally, we are very passionate about what we do. We have a technology behind it. We're trying to save the news industry. So this is our Publish Alliance. We not only have top news publishers who is participating as our node and validator, but we also have strategic investments, partners, and tech companies. We also help what we need. We're very closely working with Lambda 256 from Dynamo, which is also operator of Upbit Exchange for IT developments. Last year, also, we were responsible for minting world first national Huminjeongum NFT project together with Gansong Museum, and we helped Gansong raise over $5 million to fund the conservation of national artifacts. So we have a lot of partners. So next, I'd like to discuss about what Web 3.0 is from our news perspective. So to explain about Web 3.0, I must touch briefly on the history of what web is and news technology. So in the early 90s, it was the beginning of internet. Building a website was like drawing online brochures. It was file after file. You had to push and pull files from FTP directly. Sometimes you'd overwrite it and crash the whole website. And it was no easy job. Then came the advancement of internet, second generation of internet. So with digital ad boom, advertisement grew, and investment in Silicon Valley and internet technology, it became easier and easier to create websites, platforms, and so forth. You would hear like WordPress, you can easily create hundreds of thousands of blogs. In third generation, 2010, we see mobile boom. Mobile phones coming up, we see hundreds and millions of people driving to social networks, Twitter, Facebook, and you see a new generation of people growing up. So finally, we have fourth generation. So beyond 2020, what are we looking for? We have big data, we have AI, we now have metaverse, we have decentralized Filecoin IPFS systems. I believe that blockchain is an innovation of faith, of trust. So blockchain-based platforms is the future, which will lead to Web 3.0 based platforms, and it will lead to decentralized internet. So now more clearly, according to the definition of Wikipedia, Web 3.0 is an idea for a new iteration or new model of a web based on technology which incorporates token economy, like Filecoin, Ethereum, and so forth. Journalism, on the other hand, is an activity of gathering, assessing, creating, writing, and presenting news to the masses, right? So if we combine the two, we now have journalism is an activity of gathering, assessing, creating, presenting, and tokenizing, which I said read and earn, news and information. So Web 3.0 based journalism looks like this. So here's a more visual representation of the difference between Web 1, Web 2, Web 3. Web 1, one had to put username, password directly to the site they visit in order to participate, to comment, to subscribe to the services. In Web 2.0, we have social logins, Google login, Naver login, Facebook logins, which allowed one account to log into thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of different sites and use their services. Come Web 3.0, now you can have cryptocurrency wallet, NFT wallet, or ID, and not only use the services, but by logging in, by connecting your wallet, you can trade NFTs and enjoy the services. There has been some major developments and strides, not just locally, but globally in blockchain adoption. Here, this is Time magazine. If you try to log into their Time magazine, they give you the option to connect the wallet. They minted NFTs called timepieces, which was the picture of their covers, magazine covers. And if you purchase those NFTs, now you could log in, connect your wallet, and log into the Time magazine and subscribe and read their news and enjoy a lot of what they do. So this is how Web 3.0 looked like already. This is our DID application called Publish ID. Readers can use these applications. You can download them on Play Store or Apple to log into our Publish ecosystem and participate in Read and Earn. So this is an example. It's live right now. We're working with Chungcheong today. So you can either log in with Kakao or also connect your wallet using the ID. So that's our ID. Another example is Token Post. We also give them the option to log in or connect wallet using Publish ID. So if you log into Publish ID, connect your wallet, then you can start earning tokens. And same thing, below the article, you can log in using the Publish ID at the same time. You can log in either Google, social, or anything, but also using wallet. This is an example. So underneath, below the article, the news article you read, you can now see a space where the reporters can be certified through Press ID, and readers can now trust the article. Readers can also check the number of transactions, the news NFTs, the number of articles produced, and average prices. Readers can also check the full collection of NFTs, the news article NFTs, and check the details. So if you click on the details, you would see something like this. So this is a detail page. Everything is transparent. You see where it's produced, when it was revised, when it was sold, And this is how Web 3.0 is going to look like on news outlets in the future. You can read the news, but now you can also own the news and trade their NFTs. So finally, about NFTs. So next I'm going to explain about NFTs and how this NFT is being adopted by the news industry globally. So we are very serious about quality journalism. We believe NFT can help save it. So we're calling it non-fungible news. NFTs are not new in the news industry anymore. Many news outlets in Korea and globally are using NFTs in different ways. So New York Times last year sold a paper column about NFT and sold it for $560,000. We see a disaster or meme sold for $500,000. So in Korea here, a local newspaper called Blog Media sold an article comment by FSC chairperson Eun Sung-soo for $2,100. And then CoinDesk Korea, which is another newspaper in Korea, also collaborated with Ipfs to create NFT based on AlphaGo and sold it for $200,000. So this is different ways that newspapers are engaged using NFT. So using NFT technology, we can convert what's a text journalism with a very limited lifespan into an indestructible digital asset. So by converting news articles to NFT, we can expect two major outcomes. One is a new source of revenue. So by selling NFTs, you're getting new money. Another is conservation of history. Lately, we've seen a lot of local newspapers globally closing down. When a 50-year-old newspaper closes down, then the history of the local area dies. There's no longer any history. So this is very, very critical. So by minting NFTs, selling it, the news, it's helping not only financially, but it's helping with the conservation of history and news. So finally, about the role of Ipfs and Filecoin, which everyone is here for, in the decentralized news ecosystem. So this is a concept design, a diagram of a decentralized news ecosystem. There's two types of tokens. One is for NFT, to trade copyrights, materials. Another is a utility reward token. So when readers participate, comment, read, they give out this reward. Second, CMS stands for Content Management System, which every newspaper uses. Publish provides new functions to an existing CMS used by newspapers globally. So new blockchain functions like NFT minting, tokens, reward system. So underneath that, we are using smart contracts to automatically archive and reward users and writers for their role in the ecosystem. So in detail, we believe Ipfs has a very important role, especially in archiving our contents, news content, and history of usage and materials. So we then have validators and participants in the ecosystem who regularly fact-check news. And we also then have token and reward system integrated to the system to reward users, to participate, and so forth. So this is a little bit complex, but let me clear things out for you. So we categorize news contents to text and image and video. So text is very light, image and video is very heavy. So every text is light, so their original and revised copies are saved on chain on Ipfs. Since videos and images are very heavy, we're going to hash them and save them until we see maybe Filecoin Foundation and different organizations come up with some ingenious method to store big data in the future. So every revision, metadata, transaction, validation history is either saved on-chain or backed up off-chain. So again, Ipfs is essential for us in building a decentralized news ecosystem and saving storage. So can you imagine trying to store and save all of Korea's daily news materials on-chain it'll be impossible. So IPFS will make it possible. So based on all what I've discussed today, we expect following outcomes. We have two major pain points in the news industry. First is the deterioration of news revenue model. So most of us here use Naver or Kakao. So we read news, not going directly to the news site, we go to the Naver to read news. This basically destroys the revenue model for the newspaper. It gives money to the portal. So second pain point is declining trust in news. So people don't trust news anymore. So because newspapers are trying to earn money by writing very provocative news, fake news, because it gains attention. So this, again, basically led to decline in the trust in news media. Korea, painfully, is currently ranked 40th among the 40 OECD countries as the most distrusting news media environment, and has been the last for the last 4 years. So it's very important for newspapers to gain, first, through our solution, we're trying to give direct membership, direct visitors to the newspapers. So it's very important for newspapers to gain these visitors, to sign up and join as members and revisit. We're going to help them by using token reward system. It's a very simple idea, but very powerful. We have seen some news sites that integrate publish double in average page views in the first month. We also see a whole new marketplace for news NFTs. This will create a new type of financing revenue model for news industry. Readers will no longer be a one-way reader. Readers will become investors, readers, voting members of what articles to write about, and fund and cover. Finally, readers will also participate in crowd fact-checking, and all records will be stored in IPFS, decentralized. So in all, news publishers no longer need to worry about writing for traffic, for audience, or worry about the bottom line. They can now, using Publish, focus on what they do best. It is to find out the truth and let people know. Thank you for your time and listening, and we're looking forward to working with File Foundation to build a decentralized news ecosystem. Please feel free to contact me on the contact below. Thank you very much for your time.